Hi, I'm Amy, and in this video, I want to share with you my weight loss transformation on how crazy it was for me to lose 30 pounds in 60 days because I never thought it was possible. And I want to make this video to help anyone who was in the situation that I was in back then. I hope this will inspire you and keep you motivated on your weight loss journey, because just know that if I can do it, you can do it too. Welcome to my channel where I talk about losing weight, keeping it off, building good habits, and living a healthy lifestyle. So let's start with my weight gain. I went from 105 pounds to 140 to 150 pounds. Keep in mind, I'm 5'3", so when I was 150 pounds, I looked like this and this, right? So it all basically came down to bad eating habits. I just kept eating and eating, and then I got to this 150 pounds over a few years. Basically, I couldn't resist food, especially after work. I want to go out and have a nice meal, and you know they're usually big portion. So when there's food in front of me, I tend to just gobble everything up and clean up everything in front of me. And I was nicknamed Garby, which is super cute, right? But it's short for carburetor because I finish everything in front of me. So after all that weight gain, I really didn't like looking at myself in the mirror. I hated when, I put on my clothes, I look chubby and overweight at times. And I especially hate it when I'm sitting and looking down on my tummy. There's like layers and layers and layers of fat. So I would have to wear baggy clothes to cover it, and I just hated that. So then I decided I need to lose weight. I want to lose weight. I don't want to look like this anymore. So every day I would be telling myself, it's a fresh day, a new day to start a new diet. And to be honest, I've tried all sorts of diet, from low carbs, high protein, to cabbage soup, intermittent fasting. I did all sorts of exercises like those HIIT workout. I follow YouTubers, and then I also signed up for gym classes and spin classes. Basically, I did a lot of things to try to lose the weight, and I did. I lost some weight, but then what happens is that I would gain it all back. It felt so demoralizing and frustrating because I would lose the weight, then I gain it back, but then I can never really reach my ideal weight and maintain it for long term. Then I would ask myself, do I lack motivation? Why is my willpower so weak? Why can't I just do it? Why can't I just lose the weight and then maintain it? To be honest, we all know what a healthy diet is. You just basically eat less, move more, and you'll lose the weight. But why can't I do it? It was just so hard and so frustrating. And then I started really thinking about myself and reflecting, why is it that, other people can lose the weight and I can't? Then I came to understand that having a purpose or understanding my why I want to lose weight was critical in helping me get through my weight loss journey. Because before, with all those different diets, every time I lose weight and I plateau, and then I would lose motivation or I wouldn't keep going. But this time around, now that I really understood my why, I had such a strong determination, and then I just plowed through it. I just went through with the whole 60 days to lose the weight. So here are the 3 steps on how I was able to lose 30 pounds in 60 days. Step number 1. Figure out your why. Figure out your purpose behind why you want to lose the weight. And basically, this reframes your mindset with a very strong determination of the reason behind how you're going to keep yourself going throughout the weight loss journey. So here are some questions to ask yourself. Why do you need to lose the weight? Who do you really want to be? And what does success look like for you at the end of the weight loss journey? So for me, my why was that I no longer wanted to be overweight, feel unhappy and ashamed of my body, to be honest. And also, I felt this pain in my knee every time I go up and down the stairs, and I didn't want that anymore. I wanted to be healthy, to be fit, to be confident, to be happy again, and to really love my body the way it is. I wanted to be at my ideal weight where I look good, I feel good, and I am happy about my body. So what I did was I visualized my future self, like my goal of who I want to be. So then basically I took out pictures from when I was younger, when I was actually 105 pounds, and then I put that on my mirror to remind me that's who I want to be again. I don't want to be my current overweight self anymore. The differences between this time around and my previous weight loss attempts is that this time I had a really strong why. Like, it was so strong and I can visualize myself, whereas before I would just try, say, a new diet and say, okay, I'll lose some weight, but I never had a really clear goal in mind, nor did I have a very clear visualization of who I want to be again. So then this time around, it created a new mindset, and I felt like I'm going to achieve my goal no matter what. And that was what made the difference between knowing the why behind the reason why I'm doing it. Now that you know your why, the second step is to figure out your how. Like, how are you going to do it? What kind of weight loss diet or exercises are you going to do? For me, because I've tried so many different diets in the past, I know if I need to succeed this time, I need to try something new, and likely it needs to be fast and effective for me to keep me motivated throughout this whole journey. Then somehow I happened to stumble upon the documentary Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. And this is the second time I've watched it. The first time I watched it, it was about 5 or 6 years ago when it first came out. And at the time I thought, oh, I can't drink juice for 60 days. That's crazy. Like, I love food so much, I don't think I can do it. But this time around, I thought to myself, oh, if that guy in the video can do it and he lost so much weight, and obviously he had medical illnesses that he needed to go on that juicing cleanse or diet. So I thought to myself, can I do it this time around? Because 60 days is a long time for not eating solid food, not eating my delicious meal, because remember, I'm a garburator. I just love food and I eat everything in front of me. Because my why was so strong this time, I thought, okay, why not give it a try? What's the worst thing that can happen? Lose weight. That's exactly what I wanted. So then I went for it. I saw that documentary years ago and didn't think of it, even though at that time I was also overweight. But this time around, it really kicked it. It was just like, I gotta do it, I gotta try it. So then I did all the research about it because I didn't want to put my body into something that I can't handle. So I learned everything I can about how juicing works and how to just go through the whole 60 days without eating, and am I gonna get hungry all the time? Then the most important thing that I looked into was the rebounding. I didn't want to lose the weight and gain it all back. I wanted to make sure I can sustain it for the long term. Because with past weight loss journeys and attempts, I did lose the weight and I hit a plateau, and after the plateau, I gained it back. So I didn't want that to happen this time around. Now that you know how you're gonna do it, like your methodology of losing the weight, the next step, which is the last step, number 3, is to figure out a plan. What are you going to do exactly? Like, how long are you going to do it? What are you doing every day? What are you eating every day? So those are the details that you need to map out. So this could be juicing, it could be intermittent fasting, it could be just eating high protein diet, whatever it works for you. Everyone is different. For me, juicing was what worked for me. Before I started the juicing diet, I did think to myself, oh my God, 60 days of just drinking juice, like, oh, kill me now. Like, how am I going to survive it? But then I reframed my mindset and said, 60 days is short. If you think about a lifespan of a person, 60 days is a tiny, tiny, tiny fraction. And if 60 days can gain my confidence, lose the weight, then I would go for it. So after countless hours of research, I put together a plan for me, like what I'm gonna juice every day, what ingredients and produce I need to buy, all the details of when I'm gonna juice. Because I work, I don't want to juice every day. I actually want to batch things up instead of juicing every single day, because it's quite time consuming. So I did all the research I can. Basically, it's kind of like meal prepping. I did all the preparation up ahead. Then I bought all the equipment like the juicer, the mason jar, basically anything that I needed to make sure that I can just make my juices every day or every 3 days. That's what I did. And then that I won't break anything, and then I won't scramble and then just end up breaking my juicing diet. I was so invested and so committed to this 60-day journey, and this is what psychologists call a cost biases in psychology. Because by now you're so invested, you're so committed, there's basically no going back. And then when I did start my juicing diet, the first few days, oh my God, it was hard, it was challenging. So I just kept drinking juice so I didn't feel hungry. But then because of that cost bias, I am so into it. I told myself, I am not going to break this diet. I'm not going to go back, because I already went through the hardest part of the diet, which is the beginning phase, when you're getting used to just drinking juice. And wow, was I ever glad I gave juicing a try. Because originally I was going to write it off, because I thought to myself, not eating for 60 days? Oh my God. But then it has been absolutely life-changing for me. I'm just so amazed at the results that I wanted to make this video to share with you my weight loss transformation. Not only was I able to reach my ideal weight, I also incorporated lots of healthy habits, such as cutting out sugar, sleeping early, exercising, just all the good habits that I told myself I would never let myself get overweight again, because I don't want to get there ever. So during that 60 days, aside from drinking juice, I started developing a lot of good eating habits, and I kind of wrote them down, what I need to do after I resumed eating solids again. So then by then, when I came out of the 60 days, I was really pumped about, oh my God, I worked so hard to lose this weight. I'm gonna keep it off. So I lost a total of 32 pounds in 60 days. That is shocking. I've never done it. I just saw my weight, it just kept dropping like that, and I was like, crazy. It was really an amazing transformation for me, and I'm so glad I gave juicing a try. I feel so content, so confident, so happy with my body, and I love myself. And I'm not saying juicing is the only way to lose weight. You can try all sorts of other diets or eating style or exercising, whatever works for you. I'm sharing my personal experience because juicing is what worked for me. So I hope this video will be an inspiration for those who are still struggling with your weight loss journey. Just know that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Really figure out your why. Why do you want to do it? Have that strong sense of purpose behind it, and then figure out how you're going to do it. Do your research. There are lots of different ways of losing weight, and then create a detailed plan. You gotta have a plan so then you know how you're gonna work towards your goal. I hope that you will achieve your goal and be the best version of yourself, where you're slimmer, fitter, healthier, and happier. For me, I know that I deeply accept and love myself, and that I'm so grateful for everything I have. Going through that weight loss transformation had also made me realize how much I have. It made me stronger emotionally and mentally. And if you are interested in losing weight through juicing, I did create a guide that can get you started right away. I'll leave it in the link below, and then you can download it. It's free. I just want to help people because juicing has transformed me, and I want to share my love with you. Lastly, I want to send you my biggest hug and lots of love. Wishing you all the best on whatever path you choose to a slimmer, fitter, healthier, happier you. With lots of love. Bye.